Hello and welcome again to my channel. So today we are going to be cooking lentil akara. So akara is a staple food in Nigeria, and it's usually used to eat. It's usually used as breakfast, eaten as breakfast. So today we are going to be using lentils instead of beans. So lentils is about 1 cup of lentils already soaked and washed in warm water. I have 1 scotch bonnet, ground crayfish, bouillon cubes, eggs, and onion, salt, and vegetable oil. So let's start. So I'm going to start by blending the lentils. So I'm using the pink lentils, and that's about 1 cup of it, soaked and washed in warm water. I poured in about 2 tablespoons of ground crayfish. I'll be putting in 2 bouillon cubes. I'm adding 1 egg, and that's onions. That's half a bulb of onions sliced. Okay, so we're going to start blending now. Notice I didn't put water anywhere, so I'm going to start by trying to blend it to the pulse button and see. So yes, I'm still blending with the pulse button. I want the consistency to be as thick as it can be, so that's why I didn't add water initially. So it will depend on how strong your blender is. So you keep blending, and if the blender is not moving, then you add water a little at a time, based on how strong the blender is. So I'm still trying to blend it without any water, and yes, it's moving, it's blending it, even though it's blending it slowly, but it's still blending it. So I'll keep doing that. Okay, now I'm adding about 2 tablespoons of water, so as to help the blender to move, to blend it easier. So as you can see, it's blending it easily now, and it's still not, the consistency is still very thick, it's not watery. So make sure you blend it properly till it is smooth, and please don't put too much water. So put water as you want. So while blending, you notice I added the bouillon cube. I usually add everything from the start, because the process of making akara involves you mixing it very well. So you mix it over so that it will be fluffy. At the end, you want it to be very fluffy. So that's how it is after blending it into a paste. And I keep mixing. So you keep mixing and mixing until you've incorporated enough air into it. So that's chopped scotch bonnet and chopped onions. I think I have about half red scotch bonnet and half green scotch bonnet in there. I decided to put green scotch bonnet because I like the color of it. So it's still 1 scotch bonnet that I'm using, only that I'm using 2 half of the green and half of the red scotch bonnet. So you keep mixing, incorporate as much air as possible into it, keep mixing until it is very smooth and easy to mix. So I'm going to put a pinch of salt in there, and I'll continue mixing it. This process, if you have a whisk is the best to use in this circumstance. If you have a whisk it together so as to incorporate enough air into the batter. Okay, so now we have a hot oil on the stove, and please make sure that the oil is enough, because we need to deep fry it, and we want it to, yes, we need to deep fry it. And as soon as you put in the pastry, you want the oil to, you want the pastry to be submerged in oil. So yes, I'm going to keep dropping it one at a time in there. And once you start, the test for you to know if the oil is enough is once you drop it in there, you start, as the akara is being cooked, you start seeing it start to flow. It will start to float itself. As you can see, the first few batches that I put in already started floating. So I'm just turning them on the side so that they are equally browned on both sides. And I'm using a wooden, I don't know what this is called, but I don't know what the name is, but I prefer using it. So you can use a fork or that the wooden stick. I don't know what it's called. Please, if you know the name of it, just put it in the comment down below. So yes, I'm putting in some more. So this is what you keep portioning it, and putting it a little at a time. Try not to overcrowd the frying pan, and you fry till it's golden brown and well cooked. So the first batch is well fried now. I'm just going to keep turning it and turning it until it is cooked evenly on all sides. So make sure that the heat is on medium. Make sure that it's set on medium. You don't want it to be high so that it doesn't get too burnt, and you also don't want it to be on low so that it doesn't soak up the oil. Just hot enough to fry the oil. So as you can see, the first batch is all brown, golden brown and well cooked. So I'm going to bring out the first batch. Going to bring it out one at a time. So we'll keep doing this until all the batter is fried. So I'm going to turn the second batch, turn it to the other side so that it is equally browned and cooked on both sides. So you keep turning it on the side every time, making sure that it's equally fried on both sides. You don't want one side to be brown and the other to still be underdone. So that's why I keep turning it over and over again. And this process, you have to stand by it. It's not something you can just put on the stove and go and do another thing. So yes, this is the end result, and you can see how fluffy the inside is. It's really fluffy, and yes, and I like the fact that there are so many colors there. That's why I added the green scotch bonnet. So yes, that's my version of lentil akara. Let me know how it goes when you try your own. Till I see you next time with another recipe. Take care and bye.